your relationship like with Mark Cuban? If you see him in the hallway, will you stop and say hi? Is it cordial?
Sure.
He's smart. You know, you gotta have sense of humor, be intelligent enough to figure it out. And he likes to play with the media, and so do I.
It all started when I said, Dallas going to miss Karan out there on the floor. It's going to be hard to replace. And that must have, just put a spur in, Mark's side. For some reason or other, he decided that was worth a comment. So he made a comment about it, but I had no idea why.
You guys are a convenient intermediary. And I think if you asked him, he would tell you that 99% of his comments are designed to see whether or not the media actually gets what he's saying. And only 1% is actually about the content of what he says.
Well, I'm more interested in the Dallas Mavericks than I am in Mark, really, to tell you the truth right now.
Yo, what's good, family? Welcome to Mavs Insider, Roe P and Allie D, and we are in the AAC, and you can feel the electricity in the air, can't you?
Ooh, you can, and we've got so much excitement on Mavs Insider, including some good stuff with Mike Fisher and Fish Stories later on in the show. Some Carmelo rumors, perhaps.
Of course, but you know what? The Mavs have been struggling just a little bit, just a tough stretch. But check out in the opening tip some of the new players, some of the young guns. They've been balling, stepping their game up.
Opening tip, let's go.
The Mavericks continue life without Dirk Nowitzki. They come to the AT&T Center for the second game of a four-game road trip, taking on the San Antonio Spurs tonight.
Jones with a defensive play, poke it away from Neal. It's a good decision on the break to Mahinmi for the dunk. Some window dressing at the end made it look a little bit better on the scoreboard, but it is a loss nonetheless, and regrettably the fourth straight loss for Dallas.
Tonight we're in Memphis. The Mavericks take on the Memphis Grizzlies here on Fox Sports Southwest.
20 game for Randolph now.
And a long pass that Arthur flushes.
I got to admit, I thought that was going out of bounds.
Final score is 89-70. Memphis beats Dallas.
Comes up terribly short. And here is Marion all the way down the floor and a scoop to the hoop. See that going to the break at the end of the third quarter. Kobe calls his own number and hits the shot out of the timeout.
I mean, at the defensive end of the floor with your offense, try and take away just a little bit.
Oh, look at the rails.
Excellent drive.
Yeah, stretch out. Against Shannon Brown. Lost the dribble. Now Terry to beat the clock. Bullseye. Strategy all night long against Dirk. Not going to get you jump shots. A couple of jab steps to drive. This time it pays off for Nowitzki. Hasn't been able to finish his drives all the time tonight, but he does there with a foul. Test for three. Bad miss. And when you shoot from the corner, you get those rebounds out front. And it turns into a Marion spike dunk that is in all essence. A six-game losing streak finally comes to an end, and in what fashion it ends. That is the story. As Dallas is victorious over the champs, 109-100.
I just wanted to kind of calm myself down and catch my breath and, be able to, get up and down the floor without, feeling coming back up. And once I felt like that, I, try to convince them that I was all right to go back.
You're going to get sick right now?
Huh?
You're going to vomit right now?
Hopefully not. If I do, you have a rough day. They're going to all throw you in front if it happens. You see who your friends are. If I start throwing up, you see who your real friends are.
On the Mavs calendar, a four-game homestand will be a sight for sore eyes. The Clippers, Rockets, Hawks, and Wizards all pay a visit to the AAC.
Come out and see the show. Tickets on sale now at Mavs.com or by calling 214-747-MAVS. Coming up, a rivalry in the making. All that's missing is that one playoff series. And this could be the year. Mavs and Thunder.
Nick Zielinski went to the source to find out how much these two teams dislike each other. That story next on Mavs Insider.
Well, we are getting ready for a huge rivalry tonight here at the AAC. The Western Conference champs, the Lakers, are in the house, and things are definitely heating up between this rivalry.
Yes, there are, but there's a brand new rivalry on the horizon. The team just up north, right across the Red River, the Oklahoma City Thunder.
That's right, Oklahoma and Texas. I like the way that sounds. And Nikki Z has the story.
Get him, Nick Zielinski!
Nowitzki goes right at Bowen. And the foul.
That image ingrained in the minds of Mavs and Spurs fans alike as the key turning point in these teams' history. The 2006 playoffs marked the first time Dallas beat San Antonio in the playoffs in 3 tries since 2002, and set up a rivalry that today has become one of the NBA's best.
The celebration is on in Dallas.
Is one tough guts ball win for the Dallas Mavericks, 103-93 in Oklahoma City.
Your name is not the San Antonio Spurs. I don't think there's a rivalry there. So, that's just the way we look at it.
Listening to the Jet, most every player and coach would agree. But just 3 years ago, the artist known as the Seattle Supersonics headed south, landing in Oklahoma City.
The real question is, what exactly makes a rivalry? The Thunder didn't become the Thunder till 3 years ago when they moved to Oklahoma City, and these two teams aren't even in the same division. So what exactly is it that has intensified this matchup so soon?
Location does make sense, but right now they are, they've been places where we want to go, and until it becomes a rivalry, we have to be able to get to those places.
And I was in Spain with Serge Ibaka, and he made it a point to me that they're our rivals. And I said, well, you guys ain't really beat us too many times. And he's like, no, we look at y'all as a rival, and we're going to try to beat y'all every time we play you.
Since moving to Oklahoma City, the Jet is right. Dallas 6-4 against the Thunder, and even though Ibaka's claim may be one-sided, Terry showed more emotion back on December 27th in Oklahoma City, a 10-point Dallas victory, as he went back and forth, taunting a fan sitting courtside.
I had a guy heckling me since I checked in the game. I don't know, but it was all in fun of the sport. I shook his hand during the game, and he told me, he said, man, I'm one of your biggest fans, but not tonight. I'm an Oklahoma fan. And so that kind of got me going and routed me up, and we got out of there with the victory.
While the fans and maybe a few players will try to make this more of a rivalry than it actually is, don't tell that to the two coaches.
Two good teams, and we've had very competitive games. So, I don't know about the rivalry. We respect how good they are. They're young, they're up and coming, they get better all the time.
It doesn't become a rivalry until you have playoff, victories and playoff losses, and it's multiple years.
Thunder forward Kevin Durant will admit as much, saying being so close to Dallas, it makes this matchup similar to rivalries past.
Kind of reminds me of how, when I was in Seattle and Portland was right down the road from us. And, we were both young teams, we were rivals, and it was kind of a showdown every time we played. So that's how we kind of developing that here with the Mavs. It's been fun every time we played them.
This may not be a full-blown Mavs-Spurs showdown yet. The fact of the matter is these two seeds are just 207 miles apart, and Dallas's average margin of victory in the series is only 6.5 points. All it needs now, a historic playoff battle. From Mavs Insider, I'm Nick Zielinski.
Thanks, Nick. See you get that one playoff series going, and they will be rivals for life.
Of course. This is Allie and Rowe, and more on the show on Mavs Insider, because we're going to be looking for some ink and all that good stuff coming up next on Mavs Insider.
Welcome back. Well, Mr. Rowe here has been the roving reporter lately. Get it?
Oh, nice, Allie.
Thanks. Well, what's the latest scoop?
Well, I was kind of like wondering about all these tattoos in the NBA.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I went to do some research and talk to some of the Mavs players, and we're going to go in the Rose Room to find out some more. We're talking tattoos today, so I got to ask you about the logo, the Larry O'Brien trophy that you have.
Oh, man, it just motivates me, knowing that we were so close at one point in time, and to get back to where we at, it's a constant reminder that I got to work hard every day to get to it.
I think you lead the team in tats, correct?
Yes, I do.
We got to talk about your first one, this one right here on the arm. Tell me about that one, the whole experience. How'd that come about?
We was in the dorm room in junior college, and we had a guy who had a homemade gun.
A lot of the foreign guys, players that weren't born in the U.S., don't have tats. You know anything about that? Is there any insight you could give us?
Not really, just I got 2 older brothers and a dad. They didn't have tattoos, so I just followed their steps.
They was doing great work, and I was like, hey, why not just go ahead and get in the college spirit and be down with the home team. So got it done in the dorm room with a homemade gun. It's been touched up once.
The latest one is where? Where's the latest one?
The latest one is my wife's name right here above my eye, the Taurus on the bull. And I'm a Taurus to the heart, baby. My number 92 on the left side.
So Dojo, man, the logo's on your leg.
City of Seattle been with me for a while. That's probably
third oldest tattoo that I got.
Loving life, man. You know, that's what it's about, man. Loving and living and enjoying yourself, man. You know, because tomorrow's not promised to anybody.
And my wife's initial on the other side.
I added Matrix later, of course, but I ain't had name in college. We wasn't out there.
What is your mindset when you get these tats?
Oh, I'm addicted. You know, they said once you get one tattoo, you get addicted, so I'm addicted.
Never was big fan of him.
How long did that tattoo take and how painful was it?
Very painful. It took like 2 or 3 hours.
What's the one that's most significant to you besides that one?
Well, probably my mother's name.
You know, whenever I see that moves me, I get tatted on my body, so it's like a story in my whole body.
I go through things in my life, you know, that exemplify my tats.
What is going to be the next ink that's going on the body?
Oh, I don't know.
The next one I'm going to be dealing with my family. It's going to be a Corinthians chapter.
I'll probably get some more stuff on my neck.
So I guess you're never going to get anything like on your eyebrow or behind your neck?
No, not like that. No.
Is it going to be any more face? You going to get the Mike Tyson joint on the side or anything like that?
My mom, she said no more tattoos on the face, so I got to listen to her.
Hey, mama always knows best. Take that from D. Stevenson. Who is the logo? You know who the logo is?
Me.
My arms. I'm gonna get my son tatted on me. His face.
I'm gonna go take me a shower right now. I'm a little musty.
Yeah, when I get done, my whole upper body should be done.
Just go ahead and shout out Jerry Witt.
Oh, hey Jerry Rest.
Appreciate you.
You know, if I were going to get a tattoo, you know what it would say, Ro?
No, what would it say?
Fish stories coming up right here on my forehead.
The facial tattoo.
Fish stories coming up. Fish stories coming up. La 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 la.
Jason the Jet Terry from Seattle, Washington.
At 6 to shoot, Terry using a screen. He'll step back to the yard. Yes, sir!
My first job was a bellhop at the Sheraton Hotel in Seattle. Great tips. My first car was a '94 Honda Accord. The vegetable I wouldn't eat as a kid or now as an adult is asparagus. Mavs fans are the best in the league because they're the rowdiest and the loudest.
All right, it's time for my favorite part of the show. It is time for Fish Stories with Mike Fisher. Now,
Hey,
I'm so excited you're here.
I'm excited.
Now, tell me, I know Carmelo Anthony, the Nets said no thank you.
Yeah, the Nets said niet on Wednesday, the night that the Mavericks were playing the Lakers here at the AAC. That opens up, and he wasn't bluffing, the new Russian owner of the Nets. He wasn't joking around. If you saw the press conference, you know what I mean. This opens up a window for a select number of teams, and I know nobody wants to believe this because it's so pipe dreamy. But when I talk to Mavericks officials, they don't say, oh no, we could never get Melo. They say it's a pipe dream. Well, the pipe dream is coming a little bit further down the pipe. Continue to look for the possibilities of Melo and the Mavericks having some sort of visit, and the Mavericks and the Nuggets having some sorts of visit.
All right, I like it. Now, tell me a little more about Roddy B. He's getting in more action, or what's the deal there?
Yeah, the more that the Mavericks talk about keeping the bar of expectations low for Roddy, the more you know he's getting ready to come back. And at practice the other day, and this was kind of, this was a sign, because obviously he's a broken foot and they've been very careful with him.
Right.
The other day at practice, he purposely ran up to one of the coaches and like jumped, and I can't do it, because my athletic days were never, they're not only gone, they never were. But he kind of jumped up in the air and did like a little tappity tap tap kick.
Like a little dance to show, hey, my foot's okay?
Right, a little double leprechaun dance with 2 leprechaun feet combining with 2 other leprechaun feet like that.
Oh.
Something that
We're doing the Kid and Play from the 90s. now.
I thought we were doing the 3-legged bag walk like that thing.
Yeah, the contest, right.
But that was a sign to me and to everybody that if he's ready to be playful with his foot, he's almost ready to be playing with his foot.
Right. I love it.
Thanks.
Very nice.
Hey, did you see Babe Laufenberg over there?
Over there? What's he doing?
Because he's a serious newsman. Look at him.
Oh, boy.
Look at him.
Hi, babe. All right, well, that's it for this edition of Mavs Insider. But for everybody here with Mavs Insider, we shall see you next time. Goodbye.
Let's do that 2-legged, 3-legged
All right, ready,
thing.
go. Wait,
No,
wrong
you
foot.
keep these
Oh.
feet together.
Okay.
Let's go backwards. This foot goes together, that.
Whoa.
This, that. This is just like in high school.
Hey, Maybe we'll be on the court. Bye.